The end of college basketball. Welcome back to another video here at NBA Addict TV, where we provide the latest NBA content on the tube. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. We are on the road to 1K subscribers, guys. Today, February 28th, we hit a year of making YouTube videos and the grind does not stop. This is just the beginning, and if you guys want to be a part of the NBA Addict family, make sure you hop on the bandwagon now, because we are not stopping. We are just getting started, boys, but let's get straight to the video. Throughout the years, the NCAA has taken a lot of criticism about how they operate and how they treat their student athletes outside of giving them a free ride to college, a scholarship, which many of their athletes aren't interested in to begin with. And with the amount of revenue that is generated from these athletes that totals at about $19 billion annually, just in the past year, they have finally decided to allow D1 basketball and football players in California and Michigan to get paid for their name and likeness through endorsements. During the court hearing in the fight to pay these players, the NCAA stated they did not want to directly pay their players due to it being a bad look, and they did not want to be looked at by their fans as a minor league for young athletes. Of course, that was just a way to keep money in their own pockets. Let's not forget that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry and they are the definition of cheap, doing everything in their power not to pay their athletes. But now, boy oh boy, this year is a bit different, ain't it? College basketball now has some competition, and most of you already know who the comp is, and if you don't, it is the NBA G League. And all it took was a big name to enter the G League pool, and they got two of them, with Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga? I said that right, guys. Joining the G League Ignite team, as well as Dashin Nix and Kai Soto. I'm terrible with these names. With the launch of the Ignite team this year, their main purpose was to assemble a group of the nation's most talented basketball players to prepare these players to enter the NBA. And during their preparation, they will be surrounded by former NBA players mentoring them, giving them advice at what part of their game they need to work on to get the most out of their potential. And most importantly, these players are going to get paid. The top prospects get paid up to $500,000 to bypass college and get a jump start at what it's like to be a professional, while also learning from NBA veterans like Jared Jack and Amir Johnson. Alright, so putting the Ignite team aside, the G League has actually been drawing more attention to the bubble that they are hosting down in Florida, with talented players that aren't able to crack the rotation with their teams, like Nico Mannion, Kevin Porter Jr., Miles Powell, Grant Riller, and Vernon Carey Jr. That's my boy. And I can guarantee more of you guys have been watching the G League, and if you have not, you paid more attention to it than you ever have before. Alright, so when we talk about the G League, let's keep in mind that the G League has only been around since 2001, and the NCAA has been around since 1906. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't spectacular talent in college basketball right now, don't get me wrong. Because those boys, Evan Mobley and Cade Cunningham, are certified hoopers, even Jalen Suggs. Actually, Cade dropped 40 points in an overtime win against Oklahoma. He has fully taken advantage of the stage that NCAA provides as he catapulted himself to that potential #1 pick. Kinda like how Zion Williamson and Ja Morant did when we were all convinced that RJ Barrett was the best in that draft. But with the NBA abolishing the one and done rule stalling due to complications, makes getting paid $500,000 to prepare for the NBA much more enticing for young up-and-coming players. In my eyes, it would be better to get paid to play against grown men and develop your talent amongst NBA vets in the G League while you still need 1 year out of high school, than to get exploited by the NCAA if your school isn't in California or Michigan. That's just my opinion though. But listen, not only has the G League increased their talent pool, but they have become more modern to this era. And by that I mean, with the decreased demand for cable TV, they have directed their audience to Twitch, where they stream all of their games for free. All you need is internet to watch some of your favorite G League players. Now, the NBA has been on their P's and Q's when it comes to marketing their G League, and we should all be excited for this. We all have the same mutual interest for these players, to get paid to live out your dream, ain't that right? The G League is slowly destroying the foundation that is the NCAA, and if you have not bought any G League stock, make sure you do, because it is on the come up. Alright guys, with that being said, let me know if you guys think the G League are worthy competition for the NCAA. Comment your opinion down below, and that's all we got for today, NBA Addicts, and I'll see y'all next video.